Hey everybody, welcome back to Welcome to My World with Nat, Relocation Concierge. I hope you're having a fabulous day. My day couldn't get better. Look at this view. I am here with Dave Riley. Dave,
good morning.
We have just met recently. It's been, a month, right?
Yes.
And Dave has such an interesting background, and we are on location at his new home that's being built here in Sosua in La Mulata 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And I wanted to hang out and ask you, what brought you to the Sosua?
Good morning, everyone. Like I said, my name's Dave Riley, and my wife Erin and I and our son Jake came for a visit in January. Started in Punta Cana and then came here to Cabarete, Sosua. My wife Erin's best friend Jody has lived here 3 or 4 years. Her brother,
That's right,
15 years, and Jason has become a good friend. Plus, our builder, he built houses and pools here in the Dominican Republic, so I'll give him a little plug on that one.
Yes, yeah.
DR Custom Homes. You can follow him on Instagram and Facebook.
We'll
Amazing
make sure
guy.
We'll land that, yeah.
And he will be at your house every single day for 8 hours as it's being built. So I'm sure Natalie will take you around. We're a little over 90 days into it, and we are over halfway through. So
Perfect.
I think it's a Dominican record.
Okay, we fell in love with Cabarete and Sosua, and we're going to do a quick tour of the house after, because this is, like, your timeline is incredible. You're at 90 days and you're pretty much, everything is up. Why did you, how did you find this location? What is it that, drew you here?
Oh, good question. Our son Jake was attending a summer camp down the road at ISS.
Okay, yeah.
And Erin, being the smarter of the two, decided, hey, let's go up and take a look. We drove up this road. It looked nice. It was a paved road, a very nicely paved road, I might add. And the turnaround, just right up the road, it's really not a turnaround. You kind of got to back up. And we met Dee Dee, and she asked us what we were doing, which is always good to have a neighbor that asks you what you're doing.
Yeah.
And we came back, spoke with her husband Hubert and Dee Dee the next couple hours later. Next day, we started talking. Monday morning, we called and said, hey, we want to make an offer. Made an offer, bought the lot, and that was on a Monday. We closed on a Thursday. And then they went to Germany for 4 months.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. And then 6 weeks later, we broke ground. And when you come, you got to come committed. Whatever you're doing, you got to go with it.
You got to go with it, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think, like we were just discussing off camera before, that we both, I mean, mine not as much as yours, had significant past jobs where fulfilling that need or that void, so you being formerly in the military, myself not the military, but working on cruise ships, there's something about those kind of jobs that, that they take over your life. You are the job. And you're retired how many years now? You said 7 years.
I've been retired 7 years.
7 years. So this is sort of like your retirement. This is like...
Exactly.
You're easing right into it. What, one of the things I love about the North Shore is the friendliness, the beaches. What are some of the things that you guys have, fallen in love with, or...
I don't mean this humorously, but it's the truth, but it is going to come out. Canadians. I have met more Canadians in the last 6 weeks than I have in my entire life, and I have been to 33 countries in the world. We lived in Vermont, just south of Canada, and Canadians are awesome.
We are everywhere.
Yes.
We are everywhere.
Yes. Come to the Dominican Republic. You will be welcome, and you will love it.
Yeah.
And you'll be wondering why you did another winter.
Absolutely.
In Canada.
Exactly, because it is cold right now in Canada. And what are some of the things that you've obviously traveled a lot, you've seen a lot, but here, are there particular things that stand out, surprise you? Can anything surprise you now?
Besides the driving, Just joking. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Dominicans are amazing.
They
All
are.
the people that you meet are amazing. From every single walk of life, everyone is here for a reason, and they want to enjoy truly, like the TV show, The Caribbean Life. It is amazing. No place is perfect, and first and foremost, I'll admit that, but it's what you make of it. We decided to build our house, build our dream, and as you can see that view,
Yes.
what's not to love?
Oh my gosh. And we lived somewhere down on that view for a little while when we first arrived. And did you have any must-haves when you came down here? Like when you knew what we were going to build, like must-haves? Like when we came down, living on the ocean was a must-have. That we wanted to experience that. What about you guys?
I wanted to live on the ocean. And then Aaron...
You got trumped?
Made sense about what about getting our son to school in the morning, and realized that the beach is wonderful. It's 2.2 miles away as a crow flies.
Far. Yeah.
And it is quiet, and there's there's nothing to be had up here. It's relaxing, and it just made more sense. Hey, school more important than being able to walk to the beach. It was that simple.
Yeah.
And so we went higher into the hills, and we're almost 700 feet up, and it's cold at night. 19 Celsius at night here. Brr.
I wanted to post that today, that this morning it was 21 degrees, and I thought people are going to get upset with me, but we've definitely acclimatized to the weather. We've been here since April, so this morning I felt chilly at 21 degrees, which sounds ridiculous. Any favorite spots people should check out?
Yes, Playa Grande. They have the best, sorry I can't think of the name, but it is the rice dish with all the seafood, paella.
Paella. Oh,
Playa Grande.
Okay.
Rio San Juan, go on the boat tour. It's an hour. It will set you back like $20. It is amazing. Don't just limit yourself to Cabarete and Sosua. Puerto Plata has a lot of things to offer. Santiago, the restaurants, La Catalina, it's gorgeous. The view is amazing. Playa Vista, out going towards La Vega and Jabacoa, which has the highest peak in the Caribbean at over 10,000 feet. You'll feel just like you're at home in Canada, because it actually gets below
cold,
and occasional snow, I have heard. So yes, we haven't been. So we spent a weekend in Santo Domingo. Incredible. It's imagine New Orleans and Austin, Texas. Excuse me, not Austin, Texas, but San Antonio.
San Antonio, okay.
Just the architecture, the history, it is amazing. So yeah, just don't limit yourself. Get out and travel. The island is huge.
And I guess what can be the deciding factor for somebody to decide to do this move? Because we made the decision very early on in 2021 to go on this adventure. And are there things that you think people should take into consideration? Is it, should they, what steps do you think? Like, did you guys take? Did you pack up and say, this is it? Or did you do the increments?
Very close. We came in January, and the question proposed to Erin and from her best friend Jody and Jason was, why not?
Yeah.
And I did my best for 7 weeks to keep my mouth shut. No pressure. Erin said, if we want to do this, hey, we need to be more financially, fiscally more responsible. Makes sense.
Yep.
And we started doing that. And Erin, family life. When you get up at 4:45, you're at work at 6 a.m. You don't ever see your son. I mean, things just set in motion. And Erin made a list, pros and cons, and that con list was very small, and the pro list was long. And she had a miserable day at work, and on February 26th said, "I'm done. Let's do this."
Nice.
And
I got sure of that.
Made some calls to some friends and family and let them know, and we said, "Okay, we're going to do this." Called the realtor a couple days later. I'm sure the real estate market in Canada is just like in the United States, red hot.
Yep.
House sold in a couple days. Packed everything up. Sold. I learned about Facebook Marketplace and became the champion of the neighborhood. Like, how are you selling things that no one else can? Sold some prized possessions that you can't have here.
Right?
Stuff. And hola, senor. Best fried chicken on the North Coast.
Okay.
By his wife.
Okay.
and some other neighbors. But came committed, sold everything but one Dodge cargo van full, drove it down to Florida, and got to be with my mother for 7 weeks, which was wonderful. But no, great. Our son got to spend 7 weeks with his
Nice.
aunt and uncle and my mother. Wouldn't trade that for the world. And
No.
then we have 2 dogs, and I flew out. 2 days later, the dogs came, and then a week later, Aaron and Jake came. So, and
Nice.
they got the trip to Puerto Plata. I flew into Santiago, and the dogs went to Santo Domingo
Oh my
on
goodness.
cargo.
Okay.
So drove everywhere, and it was awesome. It all worked out. It's nice when a plan comes together.
Oh, I love it. Thank
Yes.
you. That's a good way to wrap it up. So, if you're wondering still about, you're wondering if this is a good idea for you, think about the question, why not? And make that list, right? The pros and cons. I think that's one thing that hasn't come up in the videos I've done with anybody. Make a list of the why or why you shouldn't, or the pros and cons, and then you'll be able to see for sure. I'm going to drop all the handles for the construction company that Dave mentioned earlier, and some of those other places that you can go and check out. If you want more information, you're not sure how to go about this, I would be happy to sit down with a call for you and figure out how we can help you relocate with ease, because it can be easy. There's steps by steps that you can do and make it happen. Whatever you choose to do today, make sure that you like this video and you subscribe to the channel so you'll be updated on whatever else is coming very soon on Welcome to My World with Nat. Whatever you choose to do today, have an incredible day, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now. Thanks, Dave.
Bye-bye. You're welcome.